Breaking tonight, our Las Vegas Raiders are hiring Patrick Graham from the Giants to be our new defensive coordinator tonight on Night of the Shield. Welcome in, Nation, to another late night edition of Night of the Shield. I'm your host, Jason Smith, a.k.a. the Oakland Knight, and tonight we got some great news, and we're going to get into that. I got a few things I want to say about it. I don't want to go overboard with it, but if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be updated every time I drop another video. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know what to do. Press that like button. Let's continue to move up the algorithm and keep this thing rolling. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in lately. Show me a lot of love, and trust me, I'm reading those comments. I see all you, man, rocking with me. All you, man. I really appreciate all of you. All right. So let's just go ahead and get into this tonight. So Patrick Graham, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I didn't really have an idea of which way McDaniels and Ziegler would go with this one. I've heard the reports. I know the names. I know Gerard Mayo was a part of it. Patrick Graham was a part of it. Desai from Chicago, another great defensive mind, if you ask me, from the research I did on him. But a lot of talk was coming out today about Patrick Graham and his background and where he came from. Now, he was a linebacker coach in New England, so this is kind of where the tie-in is, right? This is where this kind of really, truly makes sense. But there was a report I read today that Bill Belichick was on record to say that this was one of the smartest defensive minds in the game today. He talked about being a linebacker coach, being his linebacker coach at one point, and how he would come up and tell Bill Belichick, you know, he would see some things, say, hey, maybe we should do this with the linebackers. They would do it, and it would work. Bill Belichick had him at high praise. So the fact that, you know, he was in the Bill Belichick system, Bill Belichick, I'm telling you guys, too much emphasis is put on the Patriots, Tom Brady, the quarterbacks that they brought up, like Castle and Garoppolo, and now Mac Jones. But let me tell you, Bill Belichick is a great defensive mind. They've always had a strong and solid defense. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's what truly helped a quarterback, even like Tom Brady, to succeed the way that he did. I mean, even if you follow him to Tampa, that Tampa defense is no joke either. Also helped Tom become the quarterback that he is today. So I've always been a defensive guy. All those that have been following me for a while know, man, I've been waiting for an opportunity for us to come back and be a defensive powerhouse in the AFC West. And I think this is the first step, and I'm going to get into why I believe this is the first step to doing so. But before I do that, I just want to give thanks to Gus Bradley, because honestly, that defense last year, even though I'm not a fan of it and I'm so happy we're moving on, it was the best thing that we've seen in a while. But here's the caveat to that, right? The caveat to that is that there wasn't so much room to fail, right? He didn't have to grow it that much for us to be happy. It didn't perform the way that I expected it to, but we did provide a lot of defensive pressure, something that we didn't do for a very long time. So I was happy with it, but it was the bend, don't break, prevent. I watch my previous videos throughout the year. I just wasn't a fan. Wasn't my thing. So Patrick Graham comes in. He goes over there, the Giants, and this guy, he was on record to say, you know, someone asked him, do you like the 3-4, 4-3, 5-2? He said yes. Now, this is something that I've been banging the table for. Again, check the tape. I've said it. We need some innovative minds. We need to be versatile. We need to stop selling ourselves as an identity of a 4-3 or a 3-4 or a nickel, or we need to play just defense. Just be a defensive-minded team, a versatile team, a team that's going to go in there. If it has to run 3-4 because it calls for it, then we could run a 3-4. If we could run a 4-3, then that's what we do. And trust me, I mean, I don't expect Patrick Graham by all means to come in here and feel like he has all the weapons to be that, but that's what they want to build here, and I think that's exactly where they're headed. And they brought in a guy that gets it, and that's what he's been known for in the Giants. I thought he was going to get a head coaching job after all the research I did today on the guy. You know, I thought he was going to be, you know, definitely a head coach. So here's the caveat to that too. We might not have him for a while, guys. If he comes in here and he builds this Raiders defense up, they're going to come knocking on his door again. So not only do we need to bring Patrick Graham in here and utilize his skill set. But we need to make sure that he's mentoring somebody that could take his place when he goes, because I definitely don't want to find myself back in another situation where we're looking for that next defensive-minded coach. So hopefully this works out. Let's be honest, guys. And this is where I want to finish this up. Patrick Graham, welcome to the Raider Nation. Your expectations right now is just to come in and do your job. I don't think we need to be too high, because there's a lot of things that have to play out. Personnel, he's got to come in here and coach it up. And let's be honest, the 2021 season's not even over yet. We haven't even played the Super Bowl yet, so we're not even moving into that direction yet. So I don't want to get too high. I'm excited. I'm excited because there's moves that are being made in this organization that I've been waiting for since Al's passing. This is really, the front office itself is actually starting to develop into something that I've been waiting for a very long time. I think Josh McDaniels, regardless of how you feel about it, it might not be your guy, but I'm going to tell you, it was a smart move because you brought him in with the GM. They could work together. There's no infighting, all right? This is exactly why we didn't go after Harbaugh. He wanted to be Gruden. Mark Davis says, enough. I want communication from the front office down to the field. I want a cohesive unit. That's what we're building. Patrick Graham is the exclamation point on what this defensive needed. Now we have an innovative offensive mind. We have an innovative defensive mind. We have a stacked GM scouting department with Dave Ziegler and Champ Kelly. This is the best position we've been in front office-wise, guys, right? We're not talking about the players on the field yet. We're not talking about the win-loss record. We're just talking about a group of gentlemen, young and innovative, because that's the key here. All right. So when people are saying, hey, I think everybody's getting too hype, and I get it. I've been there so many times. And I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to keep myself a little calm right now because I have a saying. You guys hear me say it all the time. When optimism meets reality, or you could say when your expectations meet your reality, is it going to be what you expected? Because if it's not, that's what makes us bitter and angry. So I'm really trying to be as even-keeled as I can be. But make no mistake about it. We find ourselves in a position for the very first time to be very young. And when I say young, I'm not talking like 30 young. We're talking like 40, 50, et cetera, right? Like we're right where we should be young, right? McDaniels could be here for 20-plus years. Dave can be here for 20-plus years. Yeah, Champ Kelly's going to get a spot in time, and so will Patrick Graham. But right now, for the 2022 season, we have innovative minds from our front office down to the offense and to the defense. Now, we got to bring in the rest of the coaching staff, get the position coaches in place. But, man, this is an exciting time right now, right? Las Vegas, you got the Pro Bowl, you got the draft coming, you got a Super Bowl coming, and you have something brewing for the very first time in a long time. Now, I know there's a lot of people that were hyping Gruden got hired too. They wanted to go into the past. There's nothing Raider, old school Raider, all right, about these moves, and that's what makes it key to me, because we could still be the Raiders. We could still carry our mystique. We could still carry our history. Raider Nation ain't going to change. We're still going to stay the same, but we needed to catch up with the times, y'all. We needed to put a front office and coaching staff together that is in touch and in tune to today's NFL. And that is why I'm excited, because for the first time, I feel like we have that. They got to go do their job still. They have to go prove it. We ain't going to call ourselves the 2022 paper champs already. Not going there, not doing it. But I'm telling you right now, be optimistic, be excited. I've always been a half glass empty all the time anyway. Or excuse me, I said that backwards. I've always been a glass half full. That's just, I've always tried to look towards the positive of things. It's just who I am, and I'll never change, man. I'm always going to be extremely optimistic. I'm always going to back you until I'm not, period. So I'm excited, man. Please leave a comment down below. Don't have to be overly excited about anything. I'm not asking that. What I'm asking you all is, for the first time, how do you exactly feel about being in a position where we have GMs, scouting, a head coach that's an innovative offensive mind, a defensive coordinator that's an innovative defensive mind, for the first time pretty much since probably Flores. Or maybe you could even say John Gruden back in the 90s. I'll give Gruden that. But this has been a long time in the waiting for me. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Hey, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell so you can be updated every time I drop another video, and smash that like button. Let's continue to rock this, man. And hey, until next time, y'all stay Raider strong. Night out.